Hi, it's Panda Movies here. Today I'm going to explain the movie called A Clockwork Orange. Warning, there are spoilers ahead. Enjoy the video. Alex DeLarge is the leader of a band of droogs in a futuristic Britain, Georgie, Dim, and Pete. They engage in an evening of ultra-violence, which involves a battle with a rival gang, after becoming intoxicated on drug-laced Milk Plus. They drive to writer Frank Alexander's country house and mislead his wife into inviting them in. They beat Alexander until he is paralyzed, and Alex rapes Alexander's wife while singing Singin in the Rain. While truanting from school the next day, Alex is confronted by PR Deltoid, his probation officer, who is aware of Alex's activities and warns him. Alex's droogs complain about minor crime and demand more equality and high-yield steals, but Alex establishes his dominance by attacking them. Later, while his droogs remain outside, Alex invades the home of a wealthy cat lady and bludgeons her with a phallic sculpture. Alex tries to run when he hears sirens, but Dim smashes a bottle in his face, knocking him out and leaving him to be caught. Deltoid informs Alex that the woman died as a result of her injuries, and he is charged with murder and sentenced to 14 years in prison. Alex excitedly accepts an invitation to be a test subject for the Minister of the Interior's new Ludovico technique, an experimental aversion therapy for rehabilitating offenders in 2 weeks, 2 years into his sentence. Alex is shackled to a chair, his eyelids clamped shut, and narcotics are administered into him. He is then forced to watch sex and violent films, some of which feature music by Ludwig van Beethoven, his favorite musician. Alex grows nauseous by the pictures and asks for a stop to the treatment, fearing that the procedure would make him sick when he hears Beethoven. 2 weeks later, the minister presents a group of officials with evidence of Alex's rehabilitation. Alex is powerless to defend himself against an actor who insults and abuses him, and he becomes ill as a result of his desire for sex with a topless woman. The prison priest protests that Alex has been deprived of his right to choose. The minister claims that the Ludovico technique will reduce crime and reduce jail overcrowding. When Alex is released from prison, he discovers that his valuables have been auctioned as recompense to his victims, and his parents have rented out his room. Alex runs across an elderly tramp whom he had previously attacked, and the vagabond and his pals attack him. Alex is rescued by 2 police officers, who turn out to be his erstwhile droogs Dim and Georgie. Before abandoning him, they drive him to the countryside, beat him, and nearly drown him. Alex makes it only as far as the front door of a nearby house before collapsing. Alex awakens in the home of Mr. Alexander, who is now confined to a wheelchair. Alexander is unfamiliar with Alex from the previous attack, but has read about him and the Ludovico technique in the tabloids. He sees Alex as a political weapon, and he's getting ready to present him to his co-workers. Alex sings Singin in the Rain while bathing, enabling Alexander to realize that Alex was the one who abused his wife and him. Alexander drugs Alex and locks him up in an upstairs bedroom with the help of his colleagues. From the floor below, he then plays Beethoven's Ninth Symphony loudly. Alex attempted suicide by jumping out the window, unable to bear the excruciating pain. Alex survives the assassination attempt and is taken to the hospital with numerous injuries. He discovers that he no longer has aversions to violence and sex after undergoing a battery of psychiatric exams. Alex is greeted by the minister, who apologizes. In exchange for Alex's cooperation with his election campaign and public relations counteroffensive, he offers to look after him and find him work. The minister brings in a stereo system that is playing Beethoven's Ninth Symphony as a gesture of goodwill. Alex then considers violence, and vividly imagines having sex with a lady in front of an appreciative audience, thinking to himself, "I was cured, all right."